Have you ever noticed something strange? You work hard. You earn more than your parents did at your age. Your paycheck looks respectable on paper. And yet, your financial life still feels fragile. Not poor, not desperate, but never quite safe. If your income stopped tomorrow, how long would your lifestyle survive? A month? 2? This isn't a question most people enjoy thinking about, but it explains why so many professionals earning good salaries still feel like they're balancing on thin ice. Let's start with a very ordinary story. A 29-year-old analyst living in Chicago earns $78,000 a year. That sounds solid, maybe even impressive to some. After taxes, health care, and retirement deductions, take-home pay drops to around $4,600 per month. Now let's look at the lifestyle that usually follows. Rent for a decent one-bedroom apartment, $1,850. Car payment, $420. Insurance and fuel, another $220. Student loan repayment, $380. Groceries and utilities, roughly $650. Phone, subscriptions, gym, and small conveniences, $230. We're already at $3,750. Add modest social spending, dinners, weekends, travel savings, maybe $500. Now the total is $4,250. That leaves about $350 per month. Not poverty, but not security either. One unexpected medical bill, job gap, or car repair, and the entire system wobbles. This isn't a rare situation. It's the standard financial reality for millions of people across the United States and Europe. Good salaries aren't failing people because they're too small. They're failing because of what happens after the salary arrives. Here's the hidden mistake most people never see clearly. Income determines what you can afford today, but fixed costs determine whether you feel safe tomorrow. And modern life quietly pushes fixed costs higher every year. Think about how financial decisions actually happen. No one wakes up planning to trap themselves financially. Instead, life upgrades arrive slowly. A nicer apartment because commuting felt exhausting, a newer car because the old one became unreliable, a credit card because travel points sounded smart, a degree loan because education promised stability. Each decision feels logical in isolation, but together they form something powerful, a lifestyle with momentum. And momentum is expensive to maintain.
Let's translate this into simple math. Imagine two professionals earning the same $80,000 salary. Person A keeps fixed monthly costs around $2,800. Person B's fixed costs reach $4,300. Both earn the same income, both work similar hours, both live in similar cities, but their financial psychology will be completely different. Person A can save $1,000 per month. Person B saves almost nothing. After 5 years, Person A builds roughly $60,000 in reserves and investments. Person B builds maybe $5,000 if nothing unexpected happens. Neither person is reckless, but only one feels financially secure. And that difference didn't come from income. It came from fixed commitments. This is where psychology enters the story. Humans don't judge financial safety by numbers. We judge it by flexibility. When your life has breathing room, you feel safe. When every dollar is already assigned a job, you feel exposed, even if the paycheck is high. Modern consumer culture understands this deeply. Advertising rarely sells products anymore. It sells identity. The apartment isn't just housing, it represents independence. The car isn't transportation, it signals progress. The lifestyle isn't indulgence, it feels like proof that your effort meant something. So people upgrade not out of greed, but out of a desire for emotional confirmation. I'm doing well. But emotional confirmation doesn't build financial resilience, and resilience is what creates the feeling of security. Now, let's look at the long-term impact if this pattern continues. If fixed costs keep rising alongside income, something subtle happens. Your future becomes locked into your present. You can't easily change careers. You can't comfortably take time off. You hesitate to move cities or try something new, not because your salary is small, but because your obligations are large. Financially, you're earning well, but structurally, you're fragile. And fragility is what people interpret as insecurity.
Now let's shift perspective. What do financially intelligent people do differently? Not smarter in IQ, not richer at the start. They simply treat income as temporary and flexibility as permanent. They don't see raises as permission to upgrade life immediately. They see raises as a chance to buy future options. Options to leave a bad job. Options to relocate. Options to invest. Options to slow down. They think in terms of freedom first, lifestyle second, which sounds abstract until you do the math. If every raise adds to savings instead of fixed costs, security compounds quietly. Not dramatically, not visibly, but steadily. And over time, steady beats impressive. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people eventually discover. Financial security rarely arrives from earning more. It arrives from needing less to feel stable. That doesn't mean living poorly. It means structuring life so your income isn't the only thing holding it up. Because when income is the only pillar, anxiety is unavoidable. But when savings, flexibility, and low fixed costs exist, income becomes support, not survival. And that psychological shift changes everything. So if you've ever wondered why a good salary still doesn't make you feel secure, it's not because you're bad with money. It's because modern life is designed to turn income into obligation as quickly as possible. Security isn't about what you earn. It's about how much of your life depends on continuing to earn it. That's the quiet distinction most people miss. If this perspective helped you see your finances a little more clearly, consider subscribing for more calm, honest conversations about money and long-term thinking.